Hey everyone, it's Frank here. Glad you could join us. We've got a real cool show for you this week. We met up with a viewer that sent us an email, Adam, and he said we know there's some real cool mines near Rossland. So Rossland's a really historic mining area. Some of the biggest gold mines up here, the Leroy, the Blackberry, the Velvet, it's just some of the few. And there's a great big huge mine at Red Mountain there, and it's shut down in the 70s, early 70s. And a huge concentrator, ball mill. We'll show you all that stuff. We'll go underground and show you some really cool stuff.
Running out and the user line, hey, streets infected and crawled in the slime. The neon nightmare is about to unwind.
All right, so we're here with Adam today, and we're checking out some mines, and we're in the Rossland area, and we're actually right on top of the ski hill in Rossland. I can show you where it is, but we found some really cool buildings. So there's lots of mines right in this area, and yeah, there isn't a no trespassing sign or a fence or a gate or nothing in sight. So we're gonna have a look at this mill here first, and then there's some mine here, so we're gonna find that, and we'll see what we can find. And actually, if you're up here skiing, the ski lift comes just about right to here. Looks like just a bunny hill or something. It's not really even that high up in elevation. So yeah, this obviously looks like it was a mill. Well, it was a mill. And we'll see what we can show you of what remains of it. Oh, Revolution Industrial Wasteland, hey? Well, you know, everything that kind of controls our civilization and our lives is made out of metal in one way or another, so it had to come from somewhere. So I wouldn't get too harsh on the judgment, eh?
Yeah.
It looks like they're pretty old bins, made out of solid, about 3 by 12, I guess. Pretty well constructed bins. This looked like it was maybe abandoned back in the 70s, I would guess. Oh, this is a pretty big building. We're in the basement of this big building here, so I don't know if we'll find anything interesting in here or not. There's a little bin of some type there. That's where you find the interesting stuff in the basement. There's a little can. Looks kind of neat. It has some nasty chemical in it. A few little odds and ends, eh? Not too much. Be careful, you open one of these boxes and a rat jumps out. Oh wow, that's got some big interesting machine here of some type. Ooh, that's a big, that's a or a ball mill. This is a big ball mill. Oh wow. Hamilton Gear and Machine Limited, Toronto. And this is massive, eh?
Yeah.
That is a big, go right inside there. Hold on to that for a second, I'll go in there. Okay, let's have a look. So they would have put all the ore in here and a bunch of balls. Like a big cement mixer. And then when she's all cooked up, out the hatch she went. Yeah. Pretty neat, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is what was left. There's a little bit of residue left in here. This is the powder. This is what it would have ground it up to. So obviously this is a lead or zinc. Lead or zinc, so this will probably be a lead and zinc mine in here. So that's the end result after it's done in this ball mill. That's what it would look like. And then it will go through the chemical process to remove the... So this is probably a concentrator from here, probably went to the smelter. So here's another slurry tank up here, the big agitator. And they made this big bin here. So they would have made some kind of a slurry in here. And this just kind of stirred it all up. It's an agitator. Big paddle or whatever. I think they make, it's called slimes. They make slimes and then they skim the slime off, I believe. And there's another shot of that big ball mill. Biggest one I've ever seen. So these are called flotation cells. And the slurry is in here and it gets agitated. And this is kind of a big paddle right here. And it just scrapes the slime off, the froth on the top, and that's what has the ore in it. So this is a really nice slurry tank, or whatever you call it. It looks like it's in really nice shape. As is with just about everything here. So, if anyone's looking for a good deal on a mill, I think this would be a good place to come. Yeah. Look at this cool little pump here. Yeah, well this is the wash house, obviously. So there's a kind of a place for the miners to clean up. That looks pretty neat, eh? Big wash basin there, yeah. So they would have had showers in here and had their clean clothes. Well, there's the top of that one chair left right where the ski hill is, just about right where the concentrator, where the mill is. So there's a big conveyor of some type here. It's all kind of reclaimed. I'm kind of surprised they didn't really clean this up very much at all. You know, there's all kinds of steel left here. Scrap iron. There's still some copper left. Lots of stuff. Somebody with interested in doing some salvage could get out of here, I would think. Yeah, that's cool. Look at the size of that, eh? I think this was a crusher building here, but there's no crusher left in it anymore. I'll kind of show you why. There was a big conveyor going to the mill, and then there was a feed here where the ore came down, and then I'm pretty sure that they had a crusher in here, crushed all this material up, and away it went up this conveyor to feed the mill. This is probably all just all blasted completely out of here. See all the drill holes there? See where they they drilled down and blasted the face off. They mined all that. That looks like lead. Lead and zinc, I would say. So this is probably maybe one of the last places maybe they mined. Now let's see if we can find some gold mines. That's where we'd find some tunneling. Lots of gold in this area. So I guess this is the top of Red here. So we're on top of the very last station, the ski lift. This is War Eagle there. And as we look down, that's where that concentrator was that we were just looking at. Down at the bottom there. So we haven't found any lode mines here yet. We saw quite a bit of open pit stuff on the way up here. There's a map there. Maybe that's going to help us out. I don't think it'll say on the map there where the mines are, but you never know. Oh, there's a little shack there. We can go and have our lunch there. Yeah, let's go have a look. Here's the official map here, the ski hill. We're up at Red Mountain and we're looking at all these other mountains here. There's a shot of Rossland there, just below us, and And we're looking in the back, there's trail. It's where the big smelter is and trail there. And then as you're looking further up, it's Castlegar. Alright, we might have to put our park on here. There's a lot of cold air in here. Well, that's good, so it probably goes in for a ways. It was sealed up, but not sealed up now. You know, railway tracks in here, cold air. Oh, look at the sulfides in here. It's almost black. Sulfur in here. Oh, a cute little railway. Must have had a tram in here because the trail we took up here is really steep. There's no way that even horses could have hauled anything out of here. Yeah. There we go, your feet are even, no, they're not really dry. No. I guess you shouldn't have worn your slippers out exploring. Some neat looking rock. Here we go. Oh, just a huge amount of air in here. This must go in a long ways into a big stoked area or something. You saw from the other side of the canyon there was a bunch of red fence up there over an open stope. So we're thinking we're probably going to end up underneath that. There was a lot of historic mines in this area. We're just on the other side, on the south side of Red Mountain, I guess, or the southwest side of Red Mountain. And on the other side of Red Mountain, there's the famous Leroy and the War Eagle. They're just huge mines, and some of the richest gold mines in the area. Made a lot of people a lot of money 100 years ago. And they used to have tours into the Leroy mine. It had a huge shaft that went way down, but they've been shut down. The liability ghosts or something struck, and they're all ran scared. Don't have no more tours anymore. Just a bit of a museum. All right, so we're getting into a bit of a collapse here, stoked area. Oh yeah, oh that's neat. Got more water. Got some raises going up. Bit of a winds here maybe. Probably going to get drier because yeah. Oh, there's a raise there. Isn't that cool? Look at that rock. Look how. Oh, this is all backfilled stuff. It's a loose rock. It's kind of welded itself together. Oh, there's another. Oh, so you got tunnels going 4 different directions. That doesn't go very far though. Well, this looks like it was all backfilled somehow.
Yeah, kind
I don't know how. It's weird, eh? It looks like it's just kind of made concrete out of it.
Yeah.
Almost looks like the rock floated or something. Huh. Interesting. So there's about 4 different ways we can go. We can crawl underneath all this loose collapse stuff, or go down this one, or we can go down. We came in. No, or go down that one.
Yeah, came in that one.
Yeah, so 4-way.
See how far the water goes there. It looks pretty deep.
Usually, always they're building an incline. So the reason there's water here is because all this stuff's collapsed and made a little dam here, so it can't drain. But I would bet if we went up there, 50 feet would be dry. But I've been wrong before. Let's see. I'm not really worried about getting my feet wet because it's a hot day outside. My feet were really hot anyways. So Won't bother me none. Oh, the water's cold though. Let's see if my theory is right. It's not getting any deeper. And there's a branch here. It'll get shallower. Yeah. Yeah, you can come in if you want. Once your feet are wet, it doesn't make any difference if you're wet to your knees. It is, yeah. I went to the right. Oh, this is the wind's blowing in here pretty good. Yeah. I don't think we need the oxygen monitor to be working too hard today. Look at the wind. Oh, there's a big stoked out area up there. So this is pretty old mine because you know, there was no railway in here. There's just a board. There's a board in the middle here, so obviously they had a wheelbarrow in here. So all this stuff was taken out by a wheelbarrow. So, and then it's really rotten too. Looks like a really pretty good lead and silver type material, zinc maybe. There are quite a few different branches in here. There's some drill holes that didn't blast. And we're really chasing a vein in here, just going back and forth like crazy in here. So, yeah, well, let's see how many rats are down this hole here. Oh, not too many. Glory, it says. Well, this is pretty extensive. I wouldn't be surprised if there was another entrance somewhere. Look at that gobbing there, see? It's all gobbed up there.
Yeah, they're trying to find something to find anything there.
Dike, it says dike. Here, we thought it was just going to go in a little ways and wouldn't go anywhere. It's like goes everywhere in here. All kinds of little branches. Yeah. But there must have been rails. Yeah, there was rails in here, but more recently they pulled the rails out at some point. They put these boards in here at some point after that. Oh, to the right. Looks like she's going to end here. There's a chunk of rail there, yeah. Looks like it went around the corner. Yep. Around the corner it went. Well, we should get to a big stope here somewhere. Wouldn't be surprised if there were some horseshoes in here. Pretty soft in here. Yeah, nice and cool in here, eh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a perfect summertime hobby, eh?
Yeah. It's actually a good wintertime hobby too, because it's warm in here in the wintertime.
Warm, yeah, warmer.
Yeah, warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Well, we saw on the other side of the mountain there was a bunch of areas that were ribboned off with some of that plastic fencing. So we're thinking in here somewhere that we'd see a big horseshoe going up, and probably that orange fencing would be at the top. see anything so far. So we see some daylight here, and a pretty cool pillar there. See, this pillar would have held all this up. That would have been, if you want to know what they mined here, that would have been where they'd have mined here. Because they took everything else all the way around it, and they just left that pillar to hold it up. And that's not going anywhere, is it?
Is it down here?
Yeah, it looks like it ends there, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. So this is a pretty rich little deposit they had in here, and they mined it all out, except for the pillar. You see everything, there's arches everywhere. See, there's arches here,
Yeah.
and that's where strength is in an arch. Has a tremendous amount of strength. So this pillar actually held up quite a few arches, or made quite a few arches. And any of those probably goes back to that four-way room that we saw down there. We went down there. Any of these probably takes back there. Down to the main hall level. Yeah, I think that's where we were. Yeah, I think that's where we came in, right there. We came in there. I think that's the four-way right there.
Oh, and this is
I
where they're
believe so.
pushing all the stuff down or whatever.
Yeah. I think that was the four-way there. So they play a little game. Well, not really a game, but they try to make those, if those pillars are pretty rich material, they try to shave as much off as they can without collapsing. It's called shaving the pillar. And I've seen some places where there's a lot of silver where the pillars are really skinny. Really? That one's pretty fat, so I guess it's not that rich of ore. There's probably been a few miners killed playing that game.
Well, I bet.
You take down just a little bit too much, and then all of a sudden the back collapses on you.
Yeah, I saw that one helmet you guys found. One.
Oh wow, yeah, see there's some chain link fencing holding the...
Yeah, that's a roof.
Oh, there's a rope coming down.
And right up there,
Yeah.
that's where the other one comes out, I think. Or,
Yeah, looks like there's a trail there. And there's some rope, but I don't know if I trust that rope though.
yeah, what it's attached to.
I wonder if there's another crosscut level. It doesn't really look like it. Let's see. Oh, there's the one just above. Don't know how far it goes though. That's some pretty massive stope though. Get across there, we wouldn't get too far. Yeah, a big stope there too. That'd be pretty interesting to get in from the top too. I'm not sure if there'd be any point in going along here. Pretty neat though.
Yeah, not bad.
May not even be possible to get up from there. There's an old rope there, but
Because then there's all holes and stuff all over.
yeah. And there's some big areas in here. The only way to access that is with a rope to come down that. It doesn't look real steep, but too steep to climb up, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you could possibly go along that ledge. Probably. See where that ledge is? This way, right along here. You could probably go along. Yeah, I don't know if you can get up. It looks to get pretty steep after that, though. So Adam was trying to find some gold.
Done yet.
There's a neat little wall they gobbed in here. That granite is. It's probably, if there's gold, it's probably under this pile. Adam, I'll just start digging right in there.
Oh, little bits. No.
No, there's some gold in there somewhere. See, it says G right there, gold.
It's buried under all this rock.
And then there we are again. We're heading to the outside. There's actually, looks like there's a lot of water in here when you first come in, but really there's only a tiny little bit of water right at the very collar, which is pretty common in mines. Most times you see it on the collar because it's kind of collapsed at the collar and it makes a little dam. Let's have a look in here. I think this is the third one we've seen so far. And we're just in below the attic. Below the open stope. I saw the fence just up the hill here. Just across that level here. I don't think it goes, oh yeah, right through the mountain right here. Oh cool. It's a short little tunnel. And then we'll be able to see that stope. Oh, it would have carried right through to the other side, but they mined underneath it. The only way to get to the other side now is by a rope. Oh, that's pretty cool, huh?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. That's where we were, just
Down there.
we were, let's see, I gotta be careful with my pack here. I'm gonna get caught on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just down right there. We came up to that point right there. And there's railway tracks going right through here, so that's the way you'd get to that other big stope at the end. Let's see what they had. This is the first part they would have mined. They built this tunnel originally. Then they found this deposit in here, and then they kept mining down and built more tunnels below that. So by doing that, they've actually made it, that part of the mine, inaccessible now to all but the most determined explorers. Now that's a tough place to get to.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that overhang. I don't even know how you'd get to that. It's really beyond my capabilities.
Yeah, it's a Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's no way of coming down even. Well, I suppose if you hung a rope straight down from here and swung like a pendulum, back and forth, swung right into there.
Might be able to do it.
Yeah. Unless there's a big bag of gold in there, I don't think we need to do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. There's a little cross-cut level here to find that.
Yeah. Not bad. It was last time I was here too. There's the whole thing. This whole thing in here was just lined with sulfur crystals. But they're super shiny now. They look kind of dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that one before.
It would just glisten.
That's a short little tunnel too, hey?
Yeah.
Crouch down to get through here. Not very far through here. A little shortcut through the mountain. Yeah, and these berries are really good. These mountain blueberries are just getting ripe. We spend the rest of the day just eating blueberries. Should have brought a container. Hope we don't run into that bear they were talking about. We found an adit, so yeah. So Adam can get his feet wet going into the ground, and we're going to see how far this is going to take us. Yeah, the railway tracks. It's kind of odd, we didn't see any horseshoes here. Maybe they just rotted all. And the other thing is the wind's blowing this way. Remember when we came in, the wind was howling like crazy?
Yeah.
So there's only one way we didn't go, but I don't think we need to go that way. Because the only way we didn't go is where it was real skinny to the left there. But it probably had water in it, and I think it's just lower levels. Looked pretty skinny, it was probably all wet. Literally gonna get his feet wet. Well, it's a hot day out, so. Then you know, just wring your socks out and you get back to it. Feet will be cool for a while. Still only about a foot of water when you get into the beginning part. We got some pretty cold water here. Our feet are getting sore from this cold. It must be just about freezing, Adam.
Oh yeah, it's like 0.
Oh, just about went for a swim.
Talk, cut to the chase. Time's running out, and the using life. Hey, streets infected.